Hello, Springford, and welcome to episode 2 of Springford Snapshot, a show where we highlight our students' lives outside of school.
Today, the third-year broadcasting class had the chance to sit down with some of Springford's finest, whose hidden talents sometimes may go unrecognized. Caitlin and I, as Major 2 students, have to film a board meeting every marking period, and a familiar face we always see is Nandini Patel, our very own student representative.
You know, Mark, Gabby Haggett has had the chance to sit down with her and discuss how she works to represent the student body.
My name is Nandini Patel, and I'm the Senior Student Body Representative for the school board. As a student rep, I get to attend board meetings and voice my opinion through the student's perspective. I help bridge gaps between the student and staff and the board members. It gives me the opportunity to voice my opinions and become a leader for a change and help students in my own perspective so they can see how much I can do as an individual. There are challenges such as not being a kid in a room full of adults. Is very hard to get your voice out there. Sometimes you gotta be assertive, but as a student, you're very lenient to do that, but it's definitely something that I'm willing to fix and change. Other kids should take this opportunity because it will give the board an idea of how different students are. Not every student works the same way, and it gives them an idea of, and it actually lets them take in the different opinions that students make. So I feel more of a diverse community of students that apply to be student reps will definitely be beneficial in the long run. Sophomores are given the opportunity to apply for this position around the time of May. There is a question and essay portion, and after that there's an interview process with around 3 members from the board, Dr. Nugent, and teacher representatives. Through qualifications, they will decide who is a student rep, and you get to be intern for 2 years. For sophomores and freshmen who are willing to apply for this position, you have to be confident and don't show vulnerability. Sometimes it's okay, but don't be afraid to show power and take it like you mean it.
We are now going to go to Nolan Schweitzer, who interviewed one of Springford's seniors. Mark, do you have any details?
Nolan caught up with Billy Zach to talk about his snowboarding career. And let me tell you, from our own experience, it is not the easiest sport to master.
Let's take a look at how years of practice have allowed him to increase his level of skill on the slopes.
Hi, my name is Billy Zach. I'm a senior here at Springford High School, and I I first discovered snowboarding in, I think, 6th grade, where me and my friends used to just mess around in the backyard on the plastic snowboards, where in 7th grade we decided to take it up a level and start renting. And from there it just kind of escalated and we bought our own boards, and it's been going pretty good since. Typically, me and my friends ride in the terrain park, which is a series of ramps and rails. It's all about progression, so you can't be too frustrated if you don't get it the first time. The thing I like about snowboarding the most is just the fact it's kind of an escape from everything. All I'm thinking about is just that moment in time, being on the board and just making the next move. I've found that snowboarding is a way to challenge myself after failing multiple times, and just getting back up and getting the result that you're looking for is really what I look forward to at the end of the night. Without snowboarding, wintertime just really wouldn't be the same. It gives me a chance to get outside even on the coldest days. You just gotta bundle up, and it prevents me from just sitting on the couch and playing Xbox all day and just really getting out there. Snowboarding has impacted me positively in multiple ways, and I hope to carry on with it in the future and maybe even find a career related to it.
While Billy might be sliding down the slopes, Gina Lauder is sliding across the dance floor. Connor Godfrey was able to ask Gina about her experiences with dance.
Hi, I'm Gina Lauder and I'm a dancer. I started dancing when I was 2 years old. My mom took me to ballet class and tap class. My first memory of dance was when I was in tap class and all the girls were holding hands and jumping around. We were all having a great time. I started dancing at Kimberton Dance Academy. I was in the Nutcracker for 7 years. My favorite role was Chinese lead. I also explored different genres including modern, hip-hop, ballet, jazz, and lyrical. My favorite style of dance is hip-hop. I can honestly say that it's so engaging and fun, and I enjoy dancing in front of all my friends. I love making up routines and improvising. That's the most fun part of all. And I've been doing it for 4 years. The greatest thing about dance was being able to hang out with my friends 5 days a week. We not only got to dance with each other, but we got to talk every day, which made us super close. These friendships became even stronger when we went to dance competitions and festivals in Philly, and we stayed at hotels, and it was really fun, and it was a great bonding moment for all of us. This past year I started dancing with Beat Addicts United. I found them from the competition that I was at, and I noticed they had really high energy, so I tried out for the team and joined with them. When I saw them competing, I was interested, and I knew it would be a big step in my dancing career. Being a part of Beat Addicts has changed me as a dancer because I have learned as long as I'm myself, no one can hurt me. When I get on the dance floor, I can be myself. I am unstoppable.
Mark, I feel like at some point in each of our lives, we have wanted to start a YouTube channel. While I have never tried, Brad Hart did, becoming a co-founder of his YouTube channel, YouTube.
You know, while he has a passion for the channel, he unfortunately has ruptured his spleen and has a collapsed lung, but plans after recovery to still issue way more content.
Such dedication.
Let's roll the interview.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Bradley Hart. I'm a senior here at Springford High School, and I am one of the co-founders of YouTube. YouTube is a page for me and my 2 other buddies. We put out visual content of whatever we're doing like that week. Usually it's involving 4-wheeler, cliff jumping, something crazy. YouTube's composed of 3 guys, myself, Bradley, Billy, who's also a senior, graduating 2019, and Brett Fullerton, who graduated class of 2018. We've just been buddies since preschool, actually. Originally, we started just making really, looking back at it, bad snowboarding videos, chopping them together and whatnot. And over the years, it's just progressed. The camera gear we've gotten saved up, gotten better camera gear, just trying to put out better quality videos. So we started selling merch, probably the 2nd year we started making videos, and really the main idea for selling merch was just to get the product out there. I would say most of the popularity came from as soon as we sold out of beanies and got crew necks, because a lot of people from school support us with like different merch and whatnot. So as soon as people started rocking that stuff in school, like the channel activity definitely picked up a bunch. Another thing that has picked up popularity for the channel, I would say, is the stickers. We've been giving out mad stickers to random people in school. Really, anybody who asks for them, got them on deck, just shuffling them out, you know, getting the word out there. Everybody loves free stickers, so I know for like a period of like 2 weeks, everywhere around the school I saw YouTube stickers. It was kind of cool, but like at the same time, I just didn't want it to get out of hand, because in the end, like, we're kind of responsible for giving them out. The business side of it is actually really cool as well. Just learning like how to market your brand, as well as like social media marketing, is really cool as well. So right now we're working on planning a trip to Vermont coming up. Not too sure exactly how that's going to go down or how that's going to go, but I know the boys are going to have fun. So I mean, as long as we have cameras there to capture what's going down, it should be a good time. I know you guys out there got Instagram, so right now, go on your phone, follow yew.tube. You guys can find all our content there. You can find a link to our YouTube channel there. You can find a link to purchase your merch there. Yeah, support the boys. Phew.
That package was great, but it is unfortunate to hear about his recent injuries.
Well, Caitlin, you did have the chance to sit down with Chris Forrest, who is an aspiring doctor, who might be able to give Brad some advice through his recovery.
I say we wait till he has his medical degree. But first, he can give you advice on how to get involved at your local hospital.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm 17, and I'm a senior at Springford High School, and I volunteer at a hospital. A day in the life of volunteering at the hospital, I generally head up to my floor and talk to like the nursing supervisor or like the nurse's aide who's at the front desk and ask what needs to get done, or if they need like any specific help with anything. So usually that involves with me like helping turn patients, clean them, move them around the hospitals, help them get assisted, or answering call bells. So like if a patient ever needs anything, they like ring a call bell and I attend to them. And generally that's how my day goes. I help like refill like IV bags and blood draw bags, and usually get to see a procedure or two. So one way volunteering at the hospital has impacted me is I have a greater love for medicine and working in the hospital. I love being around patients and brightening their day and helping them through, which is one of the worst experiences of their life. I feel like it's given me a new kind of like knowledge and insight on the medical field, and it's not just all science and like bio and chem and all that. It's a lot of patient interaction, which I greatly enjoy. If you want to volunteer in general, like go online, look around. There's hundreds of different places that need volunteers and help with work. If you want to pursue a career in medicine or just volunteer at a hospital in general, definitely do it. It's on the homepage of the hospital, and you can just click on it and you can start volunteering. For me, a big thing was like volunteering gave me like a new view of medicine, and I definitely recommend that if you're thinking of a career in medicine, definitely volunteer because it can help sway your opinion.
Caitlin, what do you get when you cross one rowdy student and one rowdy ram?
I know where you're going with this. For the past 3 years, Dean Costales has taken on the role as Springford's own Rowdy Ram.
Well, Michaela DiFrancesco was interested to know what being on the other side of that suit was really like.
Hi, my name is Dean Costales. I'm a senior here at Springford High School, and I am the Rowdy Ram. Being Rowdy the Ram is something that's really cool and like really personable because nobody really knows who I am, and so it's really nice being able to go out and like see little kids get all excited and like, oh my God, it's Rowdy the Ram, you know, and being able to high five like all of the alums to come back during homecoming and stuff, and feel like kind of proud, you know, because I'm like the embodiment of Springford, and I'm jumping around and dancing, and they're having a good time, and really it's nice to see that I'm causing people to have a lot of like joy. I would say the most rewarding part about being Rowdy the Ram is definitely being like a bigger part of the student section now. Like I'm representing the school to the fullest. Like I'm literally the physical embodiment of the school, you know? And so being able to encapsulate that spirit and being able to like get charged and get everyone rowdy, and whenever there's like a touchdown or something and everyone's jumping around, smacking the horns and stuff, there's nothing better than it. An impulse that I would have in the Ram suit that I could do, but I haven't, or I would never get the chance to, would definitely be running onto the field and like mimicking the coach. I did it back in 8th grade when I was the Ram, and I mimicked Mr. Templeton during a basketball game, and he yelled at me, like he grilled me. Even the entire stadium arena thing was laughing about it because he's a pretty easy guy to imitate. So definitely that. Oh, if I could be any mascot ever, it would definitely be Swoop, the Philadelphia Eagle. Like there would be nothing better. I would get paid to go to the Eagles games. Couldn't have any better job. I sadly am not planning on being the Providence Friar, strictly because I'm going for lacrosse and there'd be too many conflictions with other sports. So if I had the chance though, I think I'd take it, even though it's a really creepy costume. The person or people who have helped me the most being Rowdy the Ram, I would say it's a tie between two. I'd have to give it to my mom because she's always refurbishing the suit. She's redoing the eyes on the helmet or installing a little fan, like she's trying to fix it because there's a little fan in there to keep me cool. Or she's like stitching holes in the suit. She's always trying to help me there. Or I would say Chaisley, my girl, she's always helping me, guide me around during the football games because I have really low visibility. I'm looking at a hole this big. And so in order to make sure I don't bump into any people or run over any little kids, she's always helping me, guiding me around and asking little kids if they want a photo op or something. So she's been really helpful too. So overall, looking back on my career as the Ram, I never thought I'd have nearly as much fun as I did. You know, I didn't realize it'd be so rewarding being able to like see the smiles on little kids' faces and high five them, playing rock, paper, scissors. Like, I just never thought I'd be enjoying it that much as I actually did. My advice to the next Rowdy Ram has to be cut loose and enjoy it while it lasts, you know? Because like high school is really short and this was a really fun time for me. And there's only, 10 games a season, 5 are gonna be home games. So if you start in 10th grade, the most you're gonna get is 15 games to really be the Ram and have fun and enjoy it. So make sure you make the most of it while it lasts.
You know, another student with school spirit is Gabby Hegedus, a varsity volleyball player who Mark you sat with to talk about her endeavors organizing Dig Pink.
So Since I was born, I've always been surrounded by volleyball. My mom coached and my dad used to play, and that's how they met. I started playing volleyball in 4th grade, and I've been playing ever since. The thing that motivates me most during games is my love for the sport and my willingness to keep playing after high school and just being in shape, getting fit with the sport, and meeting new people. So I've been taking charge of my high school's Dig Pink event for 3 years now. Each year we've grown, we've had more people, we've raised a lot of money, so much money. I've gotten some scholarships for raising the money there for Dig Pink and everything. So I usually start planning in August or September, around that time, ahead of time, so I know what I want to do, what kind of baskets I want to have, because we do basket raffles. And then I get into contact with different companies and ask them if they want to make a basket or if they want to donate money or donate food for the fundraiser. And then I'll gather all the girls, we'll think of a Dig Pink shirt, we'll think of food ideas, we'll think of decorations, and then we'll think of poster ideas, and we'll decorate the gym in the cafeteria area. I will be playing volleyball in college. I am going to Sarah Lawrence College. I committed there a couple months ago. It is a D3 college, so it's not too intense for me, and I can still focus on my major, which is going to be film. I actually did a signing with our school a couple weeks ago, so I was very excited to finally get that off my shoulders. So my advice for upcoming high school volleyball players is play for yourself and your team, play as hard as you can, and don't give up. Don't give up a fight. Even if you're down by a lot, you still have that fight in you, and you just got to keep going with it.
It's really great to see how much effort Gabby puts into that event.
Next up, we have Anna Pelock, who chatted with Victor Jones Valverde on her battle with a learning disability.
Hi, my name is Anna Pelock, and I'm a senior this year at Springford Area High School. I have dyslexia, and growing up in elementary school, this is what really kind of made me feel as though I was not smart enough. So as I've gotten older, this is kind of what's been motivating me to really work hard and excel in my classes. Once I figured out how to deal with these problems, I was able to really delve into my schoolwork once I had learned how I learned best. And I have, over the last 3 years, taken 9 AP classes, and I have gotten some pretty good grades and am now in National Honor Society. I'm currently in the process of applying to 13 schools. I've applied to 10 so far. I have a few more left. And I'm applying to biomedical engineering. I have gotten the opportunity to be exposed to biomedical engineering through a lot of summer programs that I've done. I was fortunate enough to go to one at Virginia Tech where I won first place in the engineering competition and was chosen from a board of General Electric panelists. To help me stay focused on my schoolwork, I participate in many sports and extracurricular activities. I participated for 2 years on the Springford golf team and all years of my high school career in the Springford swim team. I also participate in 2 swim teams outside of Springford, and I also, in between seasons, will work out to try to make sure that I'm in shape for the next season that's coming up soon. One of the things that helps me stay calm throughout my academics is artwork. I really have enjoyed taking a break from doing math problems, which are very structured. There's only one right answer, to do art, which has no right answer. And I haven't always been able to fit this into my academic schedule at school, but school's made it possible for me to take programs or take a class outside at Temple, which I didn't get credit for, but I thoroughly enjoyed. Art has always been something that I felt that I excelled at. Even when I had dyslexia, it wasn't reading, so I was really good at it even at a young age, and it's been something that I've been able to continue and really grow in my love for throughout my entire career at Springford School District. What my life goal is to really just be a positive impact on the community. I want to leave it a better place that I started, just be able to be a contributing member of society and help people.
Anna really is an inspiration to others out there. Mark, do you happen to know who Bernie Check had interviewed?
As a matter of fact, he actually sat with one of our own, Michaela DiFrancesco, who got candid with Bernie on playing an unconventional sport for girls.
Hi, my name is Michaela DiFrancesco. I'm a senior at Springford High School, and I have been playing ice hockey since I was 3. I played intermittently throughout my life. I gave it up for a long time to go play other sports, and I played travel soccer for a while. And I tried doing both, and it just really didn't work out very well. So I quit for a while, and then a couple years back, I went back, and it's one of those things where like it feels like you kind of never left. It's like meeting an old friend. Like, yeah, you have skills that you need to work on after a while, but the love for the sport's still there. I decided to play ice hockey because my parents always pushed me to be competitive and to be involved in sports since I was little. And having most of the men in my family have been ice hockey players, so it just seemed like a great thing to want to carry on. And I ended up actually loving it, and since I've always just fallen in love with the sport. Since I started playing, I've obviously improved a lot because when I first started, I could not stand up on skates. But throughout the years, I have definitely worked really hard to get to where I am. It takes a lot of practice. You know, I never miss a practice ice. I never miss a game. I always want to be out there working as hard as I can and putting my best foot forward. And I think that's really allowed me to improve a lot throughout the years. My goals for the season are really to just encourage my teammates, help others improve, and like improve myself, I'd say. There's always something that you can work on in a sport, and I think it's really important to identify those things at the beginning of each season and then reflect on them at the end of the season and see really how far you've come. My plans for the future with hockey is to just keep playing and stay out on the ice, and I definitely want to play in college. I'd like to play D2 or D3. I'd also like to come back and hopefully one day coach a girls team. I already know that I'll be coaching for the Moose next season, and I'm just really excited to keep playing and to hopefully in the future have kids that play. You know, I just kind of want to stay with it my whole life.
While Michaela plays an unconventional sport for girls, Brendan Doan has succeeded in the unconventional sport of bowling.
He also is getting ready to compete in regionals with both his team and individually.
What got me into bowling was that my dad bought me my first bowling ball for Christmas when around 8 or 9 years old. And during elementary school, we did this league after school. And I looked forward to every Friday to go bowl. It was really fun. I started off in the bumper division, and then I slowly got into like no bumpers, and I just progressed from there. How long have I been bowling? I've been bowling for maybe 8-ish years, I would say. And what I do when I practice is I'll start off with a normal game to get the juice flowing, get everything going, stretch it out. And then I'll practice some 10-pin spares, which is my worst part of my game. So I'll go in and I'll practice that. I'll do some 7 pins and go on from there. Then I'll work on hitting single pins in the middle of the lanes to practice my spare shooting even further. And then going from there, I'll just throw a couple extra games for some fun and see how good I do. How has bowling impacted my life? It's impacted my life in a lot of ways. I've become a better person. I'm more motivational towards my teammates, and it gives me a sense of something that I'm good at, because you know, not everyone's good at everything. Bowling's something I'm good at, and it gives me pleasure to go out and bowl, and I have a lot of fun with it. And it gives me a lot of happiness in my life. What type of balls do you need for bowling? You need a majority 2 types of balls. You need a reactive ball and you need a less reactive ball called a plastic ball. The plastic ball is used for your spare shots, which makes you more accurate on your shots. You know what the ball is going to do. It's more reliable. And the reactive ball is a ball that's going to hook more. So use those for your strike shots so you get more drive into the pins. Thus, if you use the plastic ball, you wouldn't get that drive, so say, like you would with the reactive ball. My favorite memory from bowling is actually bowling my highest score ever, which is a 278, which for you don't know is like 10 strikes, and then I had an 8 spare in the last 2 shots. I was devastated, but I was still proud of myself for how good I did, and I'll never forget it. How happy am I to be a part of Springford's program? I'm ecstatic. I love being a part of the first inaugural team. It's amazing. I love to come out and compete. I love that they got the team going. And hopefully get some more people out next year. It'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you coming out the time to interview me. Had a lot of fun. And hey, let's go out bowling.
Well, that is all we have for you today.
Tune in next month for episode 3 of Springford Snapshot. I'm Mark, here with Caitlin.
Have a great day, Springford.